the Galitsky-Murr match, and this putt for Galitsky is going to have a ton of break on it, down the hill, breaking to the left. She kind of left one out there on the 9th hole, 3-putted for par.
Matches, so Koo safely advancing as we head out to 11.
Galitsky on the tee here, just have to avoid those bunkers. Up the right side, I believe, is a little bit better, but with the whole location today, if you sneak it up the left, you might have a little better version, but a lot tighter there.
Well, Jim, Galitsky's going for that tighter fairway, and she's managed to carry that bunker. 247 to carry. It is downwind, but that was an extremely impressive drive. That nearly went 300 yards.
In competition. Oh.
I actually found the greens to be a bit slower today. It was the first time this week there was a little marine layer that I think slowed them down more like an 11. Earlier in the week, they were closer to a 12. So if you see some of those players hit their 15-foot birdie putts just a little bit short, it might be due to that. However, the course is firming up now this afternoon.
And in a moment, let's go down to Julia.
Three up. You had your back against the wall a little bit coming down the...
We'll give you an opportunity, because I'm sure you know the yardage of how 12's playing, right?
Oh, I sure do. I hit a horrible shot here, actually. I totally chunked it. Luckily, Reagan Zabilski made birdie, so it didn't really matter. 154 yards. This wind is strong out of the left. Galitsky drawing it into this left to right wind. Really nicely played there with distance control.
Well, she flighted that down beautifully.
That was a very cool shot. You just don't see a lot of the younger players do that like that. That's really good.
Really great shot.
This great look for birdie. It's going to turn to her right as it loses speed. She has the ability, if she makes this putt, to really put a statement on what's been an incredible round of golf. She has not bogeyed a hole today. A couple under in her round, putting together some really nice, great golf.
Yeah, Galitsky took the lead at the 4th and has not looked back. But Kay, you get to this point on the back 9 in a match when you're 3 up. Pars and tying holes almost become wins if you're Eila Galitsky. Force your opponent to go out and beat you.
Absolutely. When you're up in the match, Amelia, you control the match. You can
Go into the green for your second shot.
We talked about her coming in the spring. I think their second college event. She beat someone named Lottie Wode.
In a playoff, how about that? Lottie's doing okay at the next level.
Yeah, she's doing pretty good. Yeah, this young lady is really good. It's just the sound. It sounds different than most players. And just love her golf swing.
Oh, this is out to the right and fading. Needs to get lucky.
Yeah, there's bunkers, there's dunes, and if we could get a footprint over there in the dunes. Oh, hello.
I think I was aiming there. I think.
She was lined up a little right, but depends on the lie. They found it, so let's see here.
Well, this is where you really have to take momentum on your side now. If you're Madison Murray, you say, okay, my opponent is out of position. I don't.
For par, Roberts will have a birdie putt with that 1-up lead as we get back to Galitsky.
Just trying to advance this ball for Galitsky. Want to be on the right side of that fairway to give yourself a straight angle to the flag. Now, this is actually pulled a little to the left. Got to be careful with some of this mounding.
Yeah, this slope's pretty hard from left to right, and that might be an awkward shot from there, but fortunate to get it to where she get down there and have a shot.
She probably
back over to the 13 and Galitsky's third shot.
Day one. 73.
Yeah, has to carry at least 60 to get over that mound.
I mean, it's in, but like it's more from the left.
I think it's more right to left.
Yeah. And we don't want to be long.
No.
Just keep something in the middle of the green.
Sloping all the way down and then left.
Seven.
It's a big fall.
When
So this is
you
really,
hit like a
really
knockdown
difficult.
7 or even like a high 8.
Yeah, like 7.
Okay.
Knockdown 7. Wait, were you saying high 8 or high 6?
High 8.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I
Just
have
try to keep
it
her right.
right.
Yeah. Good with that?
Yep.
All right.
The wind's been a pretty steady 10 miles an hour, which for Bandon Dunes is relatively calm. The crosswinds, though, are extremely difficult to calculate. Really, as the ball is descending down towards the green is where you'll see the most movement.
Interesting to hear her caddy say a high 8, but she wants to flight this 7. She's already done that earlier today. I love the way she's flighted the one before that. She
Stay
does
right.
it again here.
Stay right.
Trying to cut it against the wind.
Oh, stay. That's going to feed off. No, got fortunate.
She got away with that one.
She sure did. Got away with a couple. Maybe her day. Prepare for it home. You have to do it here on site. It's just not anywhere in the country that I can think of. There may be a couple where you can actually practice this style of play.
Around the greens, it's really uncomfortable at Bandon, just given the lies are so tight. And like you said, Jim, we're all used to hitting 60 degrees and 54s. It's really hard to hit little pit shots around with such a lofted wedge. Galitsky definitely advantage here on this par 5, even though Madison Murr has a birdie putt. Galitsky's just trying to have good speed on here.
Why do you think that is that so many of the younger players play more with the ball in the air with more loft?
It's such a great question. It might be due to if you're having a short game contest with your friend, you're only going to bring one club and get creative with that one club. But I like keeping it on the ground as much as possible.
Good reason you're in the second round of match play, because of that thought process. She has kind of made a mess of this hole, but she's gotten away with a couple of awkward shots. She gives you that one. I didn't make her put a mark on it until I putt. There you go.
Against Eila's birdie there as well. So
Back to that theory of par, you're going to have to make birdie to beat her. And they're head to the drivable 14th, Burko.
Yeah, they're going to head to that pivotal hole, the 14th, as we take a look at our course.
how strong is the wind right now?
I would say right now about 10, maybe 15 miles an hour with gusts. It's starting to calm down.
It looks like she's pulled out a fairway wood of sorts, probably a 3-wood.
Galitsky definitely should take less than driver with her length. There's a bunker. That's about 215 to carry. That's the number that you need. Stay right of that, and then it can roll up onto the green.
Eila's from Chiang Mai, Thailand. Her mother, Wasana, is Thai. Her dad, Gary, is from Canada, and consequently, Eila has dual citizenship.
And was a first-team All-America selection, even though, as Jim touched on, she started in January, played just one semester. That is the kind of impact she had for the South Carolina Gamecocks this past season.
Also a very humble player as well. Many people come up and congratulate her on her success, and she just smiles and says that she loves the game and loves to compete.
She's got a good mentor in Gino Tidikun.
This is fading right at the flag.
That was beautifully struck. And what a great result. They just released to the back, but that was executed ideally.
You know how high her standard is? You might have heard her say to her caddy, gosh, it didn't cut as much as I wanted. This eagle opportunity upcoming here at 14.
It's a really nice look for Eagle. Up the hill, braking to the right. Just got to make sure you marry that speed and line. Galitsky's in a position where you're dominant in your match. You just continue to have a ton of confidence on the greens.
I love, Amelia, what her college coach, Kaylin Anderson, said, that she's a dynamic player, has a dynamic player and a personality.
Well, I've never seen an amateur golfer be able to shape the ball the way she does, cutting it into right to left winds and doing the opposite with left to right.
Yeah, it seems like she has a very mature game for her age. But she also has a lot of experience for her years internationally. She's played in some male professional events in Thailand. She's played in some women's professional events.
Well, her maturity shows.
Downhill all the way.
How about that too by Galitsky?
Beautiful.
4 up, 4 to go. Ella inching closer
Galitsky is 4 up.
to a tee time tomorrow morning.
Oh, where did it roll? It rolled just a touch right.
We're over at 15 tee. Galitsky will be first.
The mark of a good iron player, no tee in the ground. Just give yourself a good little lie. 135 yards to this whole location. Gotta be center of the green here. If you land this on the flag or even just a foot right, it's going all the way off into a huge fall off. Very important to be disciplined. Wind is also out of the left, so you're aiming close to the left side of the green.
It's interesting. I was always taught to use the tee. You get a chance to have one, to use it. But different theories. I'm not going to argue with her because she's pretty good, and this is a pretty good look at the shot. Either way, it worked. Got that clean. That's right where you've got to hit it. You've got to make the birdie.
Reagan Zabilski and I, probably 3 or 4 times, we had either the exact same yardage or the exact same distance on the greens, and our referee just would flip a coin. So it can often be very similar. This putt is going to break hard to the right. Got to make sure you play it high enough.
Gotta go. Yeah, had the read.
There was one thing she said in a couple of her interviews earlier this week. Very happy with her ball striking, but I need to work on my putting a little bit more. So perhaps, I think each day you play this.
Galitsky.
Well, that's a tough one, but Galitsky played some fantastic golf, and she's going to be a tough person to beat this week. Got to bring your best if you're going to beat her. You can't not make too many mistakes. She doesn't make many herself. So that's a nice win for her.
For victory today, you had an extremely dominant performance, shaping the ball both ways in this wind. What's led to that creativity in your practice?
I mean, personally, I think it's because if I try and hit it straight, it never really goes there. So if I shape it, at least I know like where I'm gonna miss it. So that, you know, that helps a lot.
And what is it about Bandon Dunes that suits your eye and allows you to shoot a bogey-free 300 day? You didn't even get to go all 18.
Definitely like the 90 yards wide fairway. I mean, they're pretty big and I still somehow managed to miss them. But other than that, I think, you know, I enjoy just being here, really, yeah.
One highlight of your round on the 14th hole, you hit a beautiful shot, made eagle. You told your caddy on the tee, I didn't fade that ball as much as I would have liked. How would you describe your standards when you're competing?
If it's not in the hole, then it's not a good shot, right? That's about it.
That's really impressive, Ella. Congratulations today and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Jim?
Well, thank you. That was the eagle putt there.
Well, she is a big dreamer. I saw an article where she said she sees herself in maybe 5 or 6 years being #1 in the world.
I wouldn't cut against it.
Nope.
She's got all the tools.